Good morning, everyone. I always look at the camera first here. If I look like a dick. How we doing? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Good win for England last night, wasn't it? Yeah. Good win. Much better. First half was miles better. Second half, we were lagging a bit until he made the changes. But other than that, I'm sure I'll give my thoughts on it today. Good morning, Jordan. Good morning, Ella. Okay. It's coming. Jordan. I don't know, mate. I'd love it to, but it's just I don't know. I feel bad. I feel bad that we're playing this bad and we're still getting through games. I don't know if it's embarrassment or like in my head I'm thinking, what do I really want to win the competition playing like that? Because we're nowhere near what we can play. I don't think the team. He's not getting the best out of that team we could potentially get. I'm telling you now, if he started Palmer and Gordon, we wouldn't be waiting till like extra time. I know we didn't last night, but we wouldn't be getting through till extra time. We'd be smashing teams. We probably would have won every game. I really do believe that. But anyway, let me turn my volume up. So guys, I'm not actually on. I'm on till 9:30, believe it or not. I've got a meeting at 10, which I completely forgot about. Okay. So it doesn't mean we rush and we frustrate before then. I'm sure I've got COVID, you know. I can't get rid of this cough. It doesn't mean we force trades. I'm actually still in this trade coming up. Okay. If you are still in it, fantastic. My TP is here. So we'll see what we can catch today. Let's do a top-down analysis. And did you see what happened yesterday, guys? Yesterday, when I said to you, there's no point being on. How right was that? Where was yesterday? Oh, we'll do a top down and then we'll go over yesterday. But we would have price just moved sideways. Did eventually break out, but it was New York. So monthly, exactly the same. Every day we've said we thinking we need to come back down to here if you want to close above there. So we do believe that this is just a top wick. And how far can this top wick come? Well, the weekly range is here, so we're thinking the top wick's going to come to about there, and then it's going to start to flip. That's what we're thinking, okay? And that's what we're seeing. What potentially could happen. Now, whether it happens or not, I don't know. We'll see. It's Forex. Anything can happen. Yeah. So now, the good thing another reason why we think we're going to come up to this level is because this one's closed with no top wick. So what does that mean then? Well, that means what tends to happen is when you get a candle with no top wick, the next one tends to close bearish, the opposite basically. So if we're saying this one's going to close bearish, but this one's got no top wick, this is the one what's going to have to create the top wick and flip back bearish. So could we get something like that? Could we see something like that for the end of the month? I think we can. If not like that, then maybe something like that. Because remember, there's still quite a few days on the sorry, this is a weekly, isn't it? There's still 2 days left of the weekly. Okay. Now, so it's going to be interesting to see what this weekly does and where it ends up. Has it got enough time to get up to here and then flip back bearish? We'll see. It has, because I would think the dailies could get up there today and then the next day comes back into the area. But that's whether we close respecting this level. We might close respecting this on the daily. We don't know. All I know is to close above these levels, you probably would have had to break this low at least, and you haven't broke it. So I'm not sure we've got enough liquidity to close above here. We might close above here and get a fake out here. Fake out, and then that will create liquidity to get down. We could do something like that. However, I can't really see us breaking them highs. Me personally, I'm looking at sells around here for where we tap, and my stops are just going to be above there. And that's where I'll be setting close to the time. Okay, so if we're thinking, well, the weekly is going to have to come and tap this level, could this be our target? Well, yes, it can. This will be our target. Now, sells, we can't really do too much on sells at the moment. We'll have to go for the daily. So if we're saying the weekly is going to flip to the upside, are these dailies going to carry on? Now, here's the difficult thing, guys. What I did have a little look this morning is, so this was our range here on the daily, right? And every time you come up, you come and tap this before doing anything, okay? But you can reject from here once you come back up. Now, we think that we've rejected from here once and now twice. So are we going to reject from here again and have to come back down to then come back up? So if we reject any once, this one, then this one, then this one, and then it decided, okay, we need to come back down, tap, and then we come back up. So could we get something like that today? Could this daily candle flip to the downside? Or is this going to print bullish and then the new weekly is going to flip bearish? And then so we'll get something like this closes like this, and then we get something like that on the daily. And that's Friday, that's a weekly close, and then the new weekly comes up. Are we going to get something like that? Potentially. If that's the case, are we going to move much today? Probably not. It's going to be like yesterday. Because reason being is we've got no top wick on the daily, and we wanted to wake up with price like this, ideally, with or even just a little bottom wick, and then when you flip on the daily, this was our advantage point coming up. But what has it done? It's filled 3/4 of this previous wick. So it's like it's done the move for us. So at any point this can flip back to the downside, create a bottom wick, or it can carry on, we don't know. So taking trades, we're going to have to be aggressive if we're looking to take trades. Morning, John. So, excuse me. I was a late one last night. Obviously past 10 o'clock. Bloody hell, it's not like me there. I live on the wild side, don't I? So, what I do know though is, every time you reject from me, you do come back up to 2391. So we could say that, okay, this could be our next range here to come up. Now if that's the case, and maybe forget this one, because this might have been news, we don't know, but forget this, pretend we haven't done this one. Is this, therefore we've already come down here, back down here. So if we're on this level here and we're coming up, are we just going to come straight through? Tap. That makes sense. And if it is, it's a case of just looking for pullbacks to get in. And the issue we had yesterday, we didn't have any pullbacks, we couldn't get in, and then we started trickling, which is a pain in the backside. So we don't actually need much of a bottom wick to get buys, but I would have preferred one, and then this would have been our advantage point. Okay, so what we like. So the 4 hour has broke out. You have got minor range here, but all the 4s come up. Let me mark this 4 up. Put the Meraki on, see what that picks up. Not much. Let's say, okay, when you get a forward close above this, it's sort of tap previous support as well, which is nice. If you get a forward close above this, what happens to price? Straight through, forward close, pull back, straight through, forward close, pull back, straight through, straight through. where's all the candles? Is that all we've got? That's it. So 100% of the time the 4s come through. So that's fairly straightforward. Okay, so if we're saying 100% of the time the 4s come through, what do the 3s do? There's an area where you can reject from and come back down to, so if that's the case, could we get a wing back? Buy. From there, but 3 straight through. 3, over here look, so 3, where would stops have to be? Stops would have to be stops would have to be below that, ideally below there. Up, tap. Even these ones do it. Yeah, there's nowhere else to go, it looks like. It's fairly straightforward. We'll just take buys up. Let's have a look at the 2. 2. There's a minor support here where you can come back down. If that's the case, we'll take another entry here. But other than that, stops could just be below there. 2, again, up, 2, up, 2, up. Nice. And what the 1? Okay, the 1 hasn't broke out yet of this minor range. You've got another little minor range on the 1. So it's a simple case of buys above there. But let's have a look when you do come back up. You can't reject. I would like this as a wing back buy. Is this what we had on yesterday? I need to check the trade ID because there is still a trade ID on. So we've got 1 back down tap and then we come up straight through, but we've rejected from here, so I don't know whether it's not really a solid range, that 1. It is to the downside, but if you look at all the hours, they all tend to fly through. What's this here? Okay, yeah, stops would have to be below there, guys. Unfortunately. Yeah, so it looks like, I say 90% of the time, you come up to at least this. So I reckon you can either, 2 things you can do here, because you are printed bearish on the 1. You could wait for this wing back buy, but you might. The thing with this, I don't really want to get a buy stop on yet, but all the other time frames you could simply just get a buy stop above. I'd rather wait for a smaller time frame close above here, like a 15. Like a 15, that would confirm, because that would confirm you pushing to the next zone. What's this? 70 pips. But I would really like this wing back buy, guys. That would be really nice. And we haven't actually broke the high, so everything's broke out apart from the 1. Everything apart from the 1. So it's a case of, can we get a pullback? And if we do come back up, if we don't break any highs here, there's only one reason you're coming back up. That's to break these highs. So that would be better for me. I would much prefer that. Or, because you can pull back. Look, the 1 close respecting here. I just don't know whether this is the one what's done it. And you flipped. So let's see if we can get this pull back. What we can do is if we pull back down again. Right there. So the 2 hour closed bearish. Why did that close bearish there? Let me see what the 2s have done. It is a case of, does the 2 need to come back in order to drive up? You've got a 2 hour close here after a pullback, and then you've gone up, Tell you what we can do. 30, 15. What it is, I don't want to get tucked down. But we could just simply get buy stops above this 4 or a wing back buy. Two things really what we could get, and that's whether the daily's going to. The thing with the daily is I hate it when this has happened. So we're looking, so the daily is filled 3/4 of this wick, right? And it's got no bottom wick. So it's like I've sort of missed the move. I needed this to grab that type of thing on the way up. And I don't like it when dailies have got no bottom wicks like that. Because you've got no bottom wick on this one either. But yes, we are in a very clean traffic range. So 100% of the time when you get a forward close like this, you push to 2391. Same on the 3, same on the 2. The 1 is slightly different because it's created a new minor range here. And when the minor range hits, you pull back to the wing back area and then you go. But we don't know if this is that. So therefore what's going to happen here? So I think it's a case of just buys above here. We might get a buy stop on. Buys above. I'm going to check a 15 or a wing back buy. I do like this wing back buy, guys, right? I do like this wing back buy. Let's have a look on a 15-minute time frame. So if we get a 15 close above this, what happens to price? Let's have a look. So why can't we do that? Let's say the 15. More like that. So 15. We're a fake out here. I don't know whether we're going to get a fake out. I don't like how they're pushing halfway through. Fake out. Another fake out. Bloody hell, I don't know whether I like these 15s, guys. Might have to be a 30. So I'll put the 30. We'll put the 30 back above. We just want a nice little close above and then goes like this. 30 close above, pull back. Point though, so I would like that not getting tapped. See, the 30s seem to drive through. Another fake out here on the 30. I would much prefer that wing back buy. Look at that 30. Wow. That's after tapping this area. This would be nice. If we can tap this, guys. What is that? 2 in the morning. Look at that. When you come back down to tap this, look what price does. That initiates that big push up. Oh. .30 close above. The 30 seem to already tap it. So 15 breaks the low. I'll go to 5. Let me have a look at 5. I'll get 5 close above this. What happens? Everyone hear me alright? Hear me. A lot of fake outs. It's like a range you just sort of bomb through. You could just tap this area 2, 3, 7, 8 and then go. So you could actually leave town from here. If we get a bullish 5 close, we potentially might get in on the next 5. because at any point, or we just put stops above. That's probably what we can do. Yeah, we could just get, because we could just take this off the 4 hour, guys, off the 4 hour. At the 4 hour, 100% of the time you come and tap 2391, unless London is going to send it a different direction. Have we got any news today? What day are we on today? Thursday, isn't it? We have CPI, 1/2, and then Friday, PPI. Okay. Pushing down nicely, okay. This is what I'm going to do. Now that we've tapped previous support, I'm going to get a buy stop on off the 4 at the break of the highs. Okay, I'm getting a buy stop on, guys. And this is off a forward time frame, right? Now, stops for me, where would stops be on this? Yeah, stops have got to be below here. Here's the thing though, right? If the 4 does activate us, and our get out would be if the 4 closes back into that range like that. However, it means you might not come back to tap break even. But what you would have to do is look for a second entry, and our second entry could be the wing back buy from here, because that's an area where you tend to reject from and come back up, and our sweet spot should be around here anyway. So that's what we could look at. So I'm going to have buy stops on this now, guys. Stops are going to be 140 pips, so make sure you adjust accordingly. Where's my 4? Now if price does start coming down and push past that wing back buy area, it means the daily's come down for a top wick. At that point it's going to bomb back down. Obviously there's no point being in it. 2, 3, 6, 9.15. My target, my take partial move to break even was 2386, but my target, you could target this area, but I don't know if we're going to get up there. I don't think you'll get up there without tapping the stop loss area, because you've only got 2 days left. We're not going to get up there in 2 days. I can't see it, I don't think. So I'd definitely take some more partial at 2391, like 90% of the trade, or close full at 2391. Yeah, that's what I would probably do. 2391.71. Okay, cool. I've got buy stops on this, guys. Let me just get this onto the trade ideas, and we're going to put that wing back buy on as well, I think. Everyone understand why we're looking at this? This is, as Nella said yesterday, she loves it when it's a simple breakout method. This is a simple break. The 4, the 3, the 2, and the daily hasn't filled the range, but the 4, the 3 and the 2 have all broke out, and 100% of the time you push through to 2391. Do you know what? I hardly take any buy stops. I'm going through my trade IDs now, and it's all like sell limit, sell stop. Where's all the bloody buy stops? Bloody hell. Don't think I've took one. Copy. So where's this buy stop at 2383.56? There's 2 hours left of the 4, so if this does flip, it's probably going to start flipping very soon. Stop loss is 2369.15. TP1 is 2386.73, and TP2 is 2391.71. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then I believe we've still got a. We had a buy limit from 2353. That was another one of these, wasn't it? So this might as well get deleted. Might as well. Oh, people are going to get confused here, aren't they? I've just put a trade in, and then it's going to. Okay. So we've got buy stops on this now. If you don't understand why we've got them on, ask me, and I'll explain again. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, we're going to crash there, guys. So it's just off the 4, man. I mean, you could just watch this off the 4 and be done with it. I will probably use the same lot on this one, okay? But it's up to you what you do. If we don't get activated, so 60 pips for stops. If I break below there, then I'm not interested. Let me just confirm the stops on this. I want to have a look on a 15 and what the 15 does when you come up here and you pull back. So the 15 taps and pulls away. Right, now what we want is a come back down, tap, and then you come up and not pull back. Sometimes you can do that. So we don't want that. We want to come down, tap, and pull away. However, we know this is an area where you can reject from also. Right? Now, what I am a bit cautious of, what we might get, and this is why I was like, okay, well, you could wait for a smaller time frame close above here, but you get a lot of fake outs. So if you want to avoid the mess and just get your buy stop on, but what you might get here is a smaller time frame candle needs to break this high in order to drive down. So you could get that. You could get that. So don't be surprised if we do get activated and we come back down. Right? Now, like I say, my get out is the forward closing below them levels, but I have got another entry on here, and you've got a sweet spot in around this area. But looking at price, my perfect setup would be this, to come straight up. So I do really like this. I do really like this wing back buy. It's just whether this is going to be the one or whether daily needs to come down for a bottom wick. We don't know. So let's have a look when the 15s come down to 2375. What do they look like? So then we can sort of preempt it on a lower time frame. What happens? So we're not really looking at this one. Or we can do, I suppose, but so this would have to be our take partial move to break even, I would think. That would be our take, because even if you want to drive down, you still pull back to there. What time on here? Yeah, 9:30. I'll have to pack up, guys. Fortunately, look at that little tap there. Tap falling away nicely. We could take some more partial there, actually. So again you got a 15. You tapped, you pulled back straight away, take partial move to break even, and then you came through. You would have been stopped out at break even, but would have came back up. You might have got that area again. We will take some more partial around this area then. But yeah, that's a lovely tap again. Another tap, and then you leave town. This one doesn't make it down. This is the thing what we could be on. We could be on this, where you pull back to here and then you reject and come up. This is where we pull back to, I believe. So we have a few options here. It's nice that these trades are probably ideal for us, especially when I've got to jump off at 9:30, because these are ones you can just set and forget, because 100% of the time you come through to 2391. So me, all I'm going to do is put my TP there. I'll set an alert around here so I can move to risk free. But yeah, so again, look, you tap these levels and that initiates a push up. If you push below here, this is the one more. Every time you push below this level, you drive further down, like quite far down. Look at that. So you obviously there's no point moving stops any further. So for me, if you push past that, you're going to be coming down to these levels. Yes, you might come back in here, but stops are too big to then take the trade. So you've got to get the balance right with stops. So I do like this wing back buy, to be honest with you. It's just whether we can get down there. The only thing I don't like about this is, so what happened is, this area, have we already done this move? Therefore, are we not going to do it again? And the reason we haven't broke the high is because there's not enough liquidity. So does that mean we now need to break these lows to come back up? I'm not sure. I don't think we're going to come that far. I think if anything, you're going to come to here, because even if you like fibs and stuff like that, if you put your fibs on, you'll find that this will be in the strike zone on the fibs. So I used to use fibs, but I know what everyone will be like with their fibs who use it. They'll be like that. Oh yeah, well actually, yeah, between the 1585 zone, it's perfect. So all you would do with fibs is you'd wait for price to come in between them. You'd wait for price action, as in an engulfing or a morning star or something like that, and then that would initiate the push up. But obviously I don't use fibs, but this would be perfect if we can get this. So let's get this on as well. Copy text, paste, buy limit. So we've got a buy limit at 2375. I'll put this on in a minute. 2375.16. Stop loss would be the same. 2369.15. TP1 would be 2378. 2378.34. And TP2 again would be the same as the previous, so it'd just be the target here. This is our target for today, really. Not the. This is like the monthly / weekly one. This one, okay. But today's target is this, because we know that's where the daily can push. So that'll be 2391.71. Buy limit. Fantastic. Okay, we're pushing back up now. Remember what I said though, guys, that we could just activate and come back down, right? So don't be surprised if we done that. This is what I'm saying to you. Don't be surprised if we done that. If you don't want to do that, the reason why I've either got to put the buy stop on, or we're likely going to miss the move, because what tends to happen on the lower time frames is you tend to like close like that with 1 5 minute, and you're halfway through the advantage point. There's no point grabbing this to this. Do you know what I mean? So it's either you put it on, or you can wait for a smaller time frame close, but you might come and look at this 15 here, straight through, tapped and then came back down, and we're going to be moving, take partial move to break even here, aren't we? Take profit move to break even. Ah, that tea was gold. Yeah, and then we've got a. Do you want me to put? Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, so we've got a buy limit on here. I'll tell you what I need to do. Guys, if you struggle working out your risk, get this lot size calculator. One hit payment, 27 quid I think it is. And you've got it for life. It's fantastic. Saves you going to. There is a free lot size calculator on a MyFX book. Okay. However, that means if you're out and about and you're on your phone, it means you've got to open up another browser to put all the information in to then get your lot size. Where this is on TradingView. Now I want to actually move this. Where can I move it to? All you do, you double click, and you put in the information you set. And then you just put in your entry price and put in your stop, and that's it. It'll calculate your lot size. I want to move this. Where can I move it to? Table location and size panel top. We want to go bottom left. There we go. There we go. Ooh, look at this. This is lining up really nice. Lining up is rejected again. But remember, this could be a higher time frame trade, guys. So it's, the fours. I mean, the fours tend to come straight through, but it is off a 4 hour, so you could just watch the 4 hour. If you look at the 4 hour, it's just a case of if the 4 flips, it's likely going to push. That's what tends to happen. Should we go over it again? Have a look. You pushed at least 2386, and I believe we have tapped it here, but you've come back into the range. Why have you done this? Probably to break the highs. So 4 straight through. It might take another 4 hours to get up, but still this could be one where you just put your TP there and you just walk away from the charts and go and enjoy your day, because that's what trading's meant to bring you. Trading's meant to bring you that freedom to be able to do that. The only thing I don't like is, actually you already tapped our take. When you tap take partial move to break even, you can then get this big pullback and then flip to come and fill. But other than that, 100% of the time the 4s are through. So if you ask me, would you take this trade again tomorrow? I'd take it every day. I'd take it every day. So it doesn't mean you over leverage. Doesn't mean you go all in. Yeah, you do exactly the same. I've actually lowered my because obviously I normally use a set loss, but if my stops are too big, because my stops on this are 140 pips, if my stops are too big, I will bring that lot down. So I'm actually only using a 3 lot. Normally I use a set lot of 5 lot, but that's when I'm averaging 100 pips. But because it's 140, I'll put it down to 3 lot. Okay, so I've actually, even though 100% of the time you come through there, so it's very high probability, I haven't over leveraged. I've actually brought my risk down. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, where when I was learning, trust me, if somebody said this is very high probability, I was fucking all in, man. I was all in. And then I'd be pissed off I didn't play out. So it's just the same thing. You can't let the emotions and that get to you. Let's get this wing back buy on. Yeah, I'm so happy that we found some setups before I have to jump off. Really nice. I ideally would prefer to come down because the stops on this one. 62 pips. That's nice. That. Nice. Okay, let's get a buy limit on as well. Delete. So if you don't get activated on this, right, and I get activated on this, then I'll be using my normal lot. Okay, then I'll be using my normal lot. Two, 3, 7, 5, 75.16. Stops would be 2, 3, 6, 9, 1, 5. Take profit would be the target at 2391. 2391.71. Okay, that's on also. Lovely, guys. So we've got buy stops and we've got a wing back buy on. Any questions? Everyone happy? If you haven't done so and you're watching on YouTube, even if you're watching the recording, please drop us a like. Let's get these likes up, guys. I like to get the viewers per ratio likes right. Okay. At the minute we've only got the 1. So if you can drop us a like, that'd be much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, jump into our Discord, you'll get notified when we're live trading. I believe there's New York session on today also. Okay. I don't know if I'll be on it. It's basically my daughter's prom. It's like a leaving ceremony type of thing. So I'm going to that. If I'm back in time, I'll jump on. but I don't know how long it's going to be. Start at like 1 o'clock. So yeah, but Vic will be on for New York session about 1:30. She'll drop a message in the announcements in the Discord on there. Ideal. What's that 15 doing? Is the 15 going to flip? That is the question. He didn't break the high again. So again, if you don't want to go crazy, if you don't want to send yourself crazy, guys, don't watch it. Get the higher time frame, and how can I move this along a tad? Yeah, you just leave it on the 4 or the 3. So my get out of these, because I'll have to jump up before the 4 closes. My get out is if the 4 closes below 2373. That would be where I'd be looking to manage risk, or I'd delete and just wait for a smaller time frame close above. But I would need a bullish closes on at least an hour. So my get out is if we close below 2378 on the 4. If we close respecting, not a problem. Bottom wick, tap, 4 flips, pushes. So yeah, that's what I'm after. And if the 4 closes below here and doesn't get activated, then again I'll be getting out of this as well. I'll be getting out of both trades if the 4 closes below 2378. Okay. Ooh, what's the 30? So the 30 hasn't had a wick fill yet, right? So let's see if we're going to drive up, or do we need to get this wick fill? The only thing I'm cautious about is we could get something like this where you come up, break the highs, and then flip back down, and that pushes. And what you'll get is you'll get one candle, come up, activate you. That's what I'm saying. You could get that still at the minute, what price is showing us. But then if you don't put the buy stop on, you then might get that, where you push straight through and you actually miss the move. However, so then you've got to make the decision. Well, normally you would say, well, I've just got to wait. I want to see my best setup. But we've got the 4, the 3, the 2, all 100%. You push straight through. So the odds on that are pretty good. But then you've got the daily, where it's pushing. Yes, it's in a clean traffic range straight up, but you haven't got a bottom wick, and it's in the area where you can reject from. So you do have a few bit of contradictions. But if you get a range what 100% of the time you push straight through, then the odds are pretty good that you're going to push straight through again. That's what price does. And if it doesn't, you think 100% of the time if price breaks a certain area and pushes to the next, if it doesn't this time, it's creating new structures. And that's what Forex can do, that's what price can do. And it's just unfortunate that we're in that trade where it's created a new structure. I've done it before, it's happened before. And this is where your losses come in. If you take a loss, it's just expenses for the business, isn't it? That's what I'm going to start saying to you. It's just expenses for the business. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we've got. I'll put some tunes on, guys. I'm going to nip out. I'll be back in a second. I'll be back in a sec, guys. How are we looking? Okay. Got the 13 coming down. Oh, no bottom weight, no bottom weight. Nice. Okay, looks like we're going to have to come back down. Basically, this wasn't enough liquidity to push past these levels. Therefore, we need to come back down so I can see us pushing past this. If we push past this, are we going to tap, pull back? Second entries for me, guys. You could potentially look at 2371 for second entry, but you should play out here. I think even if you want to drive down, you've got to pull back around that. I mean, you drove through here, but look where price has been at that point. Yeah, you could potentially take that as a second entry. What time are you on? 9 o'clock. Guys, that's my setup's ready to go. I don't know whether there's any point staying on stream. Guys, can you drop a like for us? If you've got these set up, drop us a like. Be much appreciated. I'll keep updated in the trade ideas. Bit of a strange, straightforward day, really. I don't know how long this is going to take to get tapped though. So we've still got. I'll see how this hour closes. If this hour closes bearish, fantastic. I'll just leave it with you because I've got to jump off in 30 minutes anyway. And at that point, it's a case of even when you drive down, you still come back up the tab. Yeah. Me personally, if it was just me trading now, I've got these set. That's it now. I'd just walk away. I'd set an alert. I'd set an alert on stops. No, I wouldn't. I'd set an alert on the activation point, set an alert on the wing back buy, and I'd set an alert on the buy stop. So as soon as I got the alert on my phone, I just go about my day now. As soon as I got the alert on my phone, okay, I know I'm activated. I'd then move my alerts to the take partial move to break even areas. And as soon as that get alert on my phone, I'd simply move my stops to risk free, take some profit. That's all I do when I'm out and about. Okay. I'll stay on till 9 though. And then we'll go from there. These chucks are banging, man. I don't know what's coming over me, guys. Why are they not shown? annoying. I've done that. Oh, right, okay guys, so I've just realised our links in the descriptions are not clickable. Why is that? Why has that not happened to me? Is that because of OBS or is that a YouTube thing? That's annoying. Okay, I'll have to do that today. I'm on for another 5 minutes, guys. We'll see. Hardly moving, are we? Thanks for the likes, guys. Much appreciated. Good morning, Mr. Hankin. Oh, the devil. Oh, Crazy Beast's handle kept being naughty. Kept being naughty, getting banned. That's what was happening. Where's the hour close? We haven't brought the lows again. No bottom wicks on neither there though. Yeah, okay. Right guys, there's no point me staying on. It might be another hour. I've got to jump off at 1:30 anyway. Hey, thanks still if you approve it. Oh god. What's good is we've got two setups. We've got a buy stop on 2383.56 with stops at 2369.15. Okay. And then we've got a wing back buy at 2375.210. Same stops. Now take partial for this one would be this. Okay. And take partial for the buy stop is this. Okay, but our target for both for me is this 2-3 because that's the daily. That's what we're looking at. Okay. So yeah, there's just no point staying on because it might not. It might take another. It might have to wait for the forward to close and then pull back. And I've got to jump off at 9:30. I've got a meeting at 10. However, I'm back on tomorrow 8 AM. If anything changes, I'll drop it in the trade ideas and the Discord. I'll make sure them links are working on YouTube. So every time I've been going jumping to our Discord via the link in the descriptions, nobody's been able to do it. What an idiot I am. What an idiot I am. Okay guys, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous. And then yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great day. Catch you later guys.